All right, welcome, Rob. Thanks for coming back. So now you are a software developer. And for this STEM series, I wanted to talk to you about that because, of course, IT is a big part of STEM. But you do more than just that. So tell us about what else you do.
Right now, entrepreneur, starting an IT company with that. Also, just doing my own podcast, Live, Laugh, and Love, which is featured on YouTube as well. I want to bring the attention to that. And that's talking more so about relationships, not necessarily about IT. But yeah, I'm, starting my own entrepreneurship, contracting company, crypto, IT services and solutions. So yeah,
All right,
and
I
I've been
like I
a
like that.
software developer for like 8 plus years. So
Okay, all right. So yeah, let's stay on the software development thing. So software development is that apps or is that different programs or what kind of stuff are you developing?
yeah, applications like for instance, like if enterprise applications such as with AT&T, Verizon, government, veteran affairs, uh, DDOT. Um, DOD, Department of Defense, just depending on the application, debugging, using Java, J2E, enterprise software, things such as Node.js, Angular, React, and things of that nature are becoming more of the new trend. But I grew up in it like in the early like 2000s to now, and a lot of the J2E development was based off of like struts and Java server faces and things of that nature. So I just saw the progression, and I enjoyed it. And things are coming a lot more intuition and seamlessly together.
So you talked about I think J2 Java,
J2E, yeah, yeah,
J2E
Java.
Java. Are these different things that people need to know to get into software development, or what's I guess what type of things should people study or look for, and if they want to get into that field?
Well, I mean, it depends on how young you are. They're using natural language, large language models. They're using chat AI now is real big. So this sector is huge. And you're really going to have to engage in, I guess, the specific sector you would want to, take your course and be productive to, create, wealth or money or whatever have you for you to, succeed in life. Uh, and if it's not about money and you just love the IT field, if I were you, I would start on Geeks for Geeks, which is a website which helps get your understanding and tutorials up to help you be more engaged in the forums and the tech talks and stuff like that. And Meetup is another one that's really good right now as far as like meeting different people and getting different aspects of technology. So
Yeah, okay. So I like that. So let's stay there. You talked about Meetup and Geeks for Geeks. When it comes to the IT field, what are some of the different other ways outside of those two names that you stay on top of the changing trends? Because I know in IT things change pretty fast.
I would say definitely read up on like Reddit forums, definitely read up on Medium. That's another article based social media social media that keeps you abreast with current technologies and newer technologies. And talk to friends and family and try to hang around people that are interested in the things that you're interested in, whether it be IT or whether it be science, engineering or math. Try to, if it's not necessarily your family, try to engage or try to hang out with people, outside of the family network that are engaged in these things to help nurture that spirit and to get you to focus more on, challenge you more on, the things that you want to become successful
All right. So now you brought up STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. And so did you have, and family. So did you have family members that were also involved in STEM when you were growing up?
in. My father, he was a science teacher. Um, so he incorporated the whole computer aspect of it. Um, and wanted me to be more interested in science and also, sports, exercise and making sure that, your body's in shape to learn academically. So, yeah, I mean, and my mom always, literature, reading, and things of that nature. So, nurtured my spirit in that sense. Um, and also allowed me to go out into other situations such as investments as far as like stocks and stuff like that. So
So now you said your father was a big influence on you getting into STEM. Now, what about growing up in school, high school, elementary school? Did you gravitate towards the science or technology or math fields then, or was that something that happened later on?
well, I was always good at math. I think that um, was nourished. I always enjoyed it. A lot of the students that I hung around, we were basically better at math. The guys that I hung around in school. I went to DeMatha, which was an all boys school, so it was very, if it wasn't math, it was tech. Everybody had like the newest back in that day. Like the person that had a beeper, like beepers were hot, and I would say like little like calculators. Whoever had the best calculator, I think it's like the T81. Um, and we would just create the game like Snake and different games on our calculators and stuff like that. So like technology was nurtured at the Matha. Without it, not necessarily, it may not have been a class per se, but it was just off of just hanging out with friends. Hey, you know how to code this Snake game, or you know how to code this, that, and the third. So in that sense, that's how we kind of got into it without even knowing about that it would grow to such great things that it is right now.
You mentioned stocks at the beginning of this. Texas Instruments. That's the TI-81 calculator that
Yeah.
you were talking about that we used to use back in school. So I was surprised to see that students are still using those. And that,
Oh, really? I haven't
yeah, I
seen.
mean, well, it's publicly traded stock. So yeah, they still making money off those things. So yeah, that's good to know. And he said the math. I went to Carroll, so we hated you guys. So I'm gonna have to
Uh,
end this interview.
no, we didn't even pay attention to y'all, man. I was Gonzaga. Why are you jumping in the stuff you have no affiliation with, man?
Man, we ran the WCAC.
You weren't even on our radar. you know,
we had a few
you
bad
all were
years.
on the bottom. At the
We had
bottom.
a couple bad years in the late '90s. I give you that. I'll give you that. Well, let me
Oh,
ask you this. We know that IT fields, IT careers pay more than careers in non-IT on average. So outside of the money, what do you get the most out of what you do?
well, it better be outside of the money. I think I like to produce. I like product development. I'm solution based. I try to figure out the solution if there's a problem. So mostly figuring out the solution, um, and getting it to fruit to be a development and provide services to others. So
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on. Do you want to plug anything before we go?
um, live, laugh, and love. That's my YouTube, my podcast. It's cold out here in the wintertime. I apologize for my allergies. But
Yeah, no problem. No
I
problem, man.
definitely want
Thank
to thank you for having me on the show, and I hope that I wish you all the best, and let's keep pushing.